Biden administration announcing a new immigration plan that includes setting up migrant processing centers in Latin America. The new plan comes as House Republicans are also planning to bring a new border legislation to the House floor. Their bill will likely use language that allows the Secretary of Homeland Security to halt all legal asylum claims and give DHS operational control at the southern border. Not everybody, though, is on board with the language that is being used in the bill. The Republican proposal comes as the COVID-era immigration policy, known as Title 42, is set to expire next month. Joining us from our nation's capital this morning with the very latest, Joe Khalil. Joe, what's the status and the details of this latest plan to fight the issue at the border?
Well, Marni, what we're hearing right now is Republicans are calling this the strongest border security and immigration bill that has ever been written in Congress. So they're not exactly setting expectations low there, but this is their response to the border surge, the crisis of migrants coming that we have seen over the last 2 years or so. So this was a big collaboration between members in the Judiciary Committee, in Homeland Security Committee, and the Foreign Affairs Committee, all working together to put this thing together. They feel confident in it. So here are just some of the things that House Republicans are saying will be accomplished if this bill passes. They say here that they're going to use existing funds to continue border wall construction. They're going to hire and train 22,000 new border agents. They want to modernize border security technology, and they want to give bonuses to some of those frontline border agents who've really been going through it over the last 2 years. It may not be as smooth sailing as they expect to pass this bill, though. According to the reporting that we have been doing, Marni, over the last day or so here, there are still some moderate Republicans who have issues with the asylum rules in this package. So we've confirmed the bill would still allow the Secretary of Homeland Security to effectively halt all legal asylum into the United States, even for those people who have legitimate claims and are fleeing violence in their own countries. If the secretary thinks there's a crisis at the border, basically he's got carte blanche to just shut asylum down altogether. That does not sit well with a lot of Republicans, some of the moderates, and they've been expressing those concerns for a couple of weeks. Just yesterday, I talked with Congressman Jimenez from Florida, a Republican who has these concerns, and here's what he told me.
The asylum piece is an issue for certain members. Okay. Like myself. So that there can't be a total prohibition on asylum, even when you're full. So that's what we're working on.
So you heard what he said. He still has issues with it. The leadership on the Republican side, they are saying that everyone is on board. They're going to need almost 100%, Marni, of their conference to vote this forward and move it forward in the House. But again, as you just heard, there's a disconnect between the leadership and some members. So they have about 2 weeks now. They plan on putting it to the floor. Could be a lot of negotiating in between that time. And so we'll see if they can actually get there.
Right. And Joe, as Republicans working on this bill, the Biden administration getting ready to end Title 42, that rule that kept migrants from coming into the U.S. during the pandemic, how is the administration preparing for another surge at the border, and are they?
Yeah, I mean, they're trying, and they're certainly aware and expecting that there's going to be a surge potentially when Title 42 ends. Those aren't my words. We hear that from Secretary Mayorkas himself. He says that that is the expectation. So they're trying to build these migrant centers where you could essentially apply for asylum in Colombia, in Guatemala, so that migrants wouldn't have to make that journey all the way to the U.S. southern border. Hypothetically, they could do it in those countries. We're going to see if that works or not. That may not stem the flow of migrants who are coming to the U.S. southern border. We know some of them try to get in illegally and not through the proper asylum process. So it's a big question mark, and certainly that's what we're hearing on Capitol Hill as well.
And Title 42 set to expire May 11th. All right, Joe Khalil, a lot of moving parts here. Thank you for that update. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.